Hey, my narcissistic abused family. I have to start by addressing the big blonde elephant in the room. Yes, my husband dyed my hair again. He has been bleaching my roots under my instruction, and once again, he took his artistic liberty and went extremely blonde around the perimeter of my face. It's not terrible. He's getting better. The lightning is getting better. It's just, weaving like for the depth. I like the depth of color with like the low light, highlight. Anyway, he says he's going to low light some of these blonde pieces. So God help me. Stay tuned. You'll see what happens whenever I get around to allowing him to take that step in our hair adventures. Anyway, guys, my video today, my topic is about, shout out, Liz, to you. This was inspired by you because it's a topic that I think so many of us struggle with, but we don't give much thought to because it's just how we inherently are with extending this courtesy to other people, working under the assumption that most people are kind, decent human beings with a conscience and generally good intentions. So I do strongly believe that life, I'm not going to preach here, but I do believe that life is a lesson for all of us. So we might experience adversity or challenges, and I do feel that each and every single challenge, adversity that we face is meant to teach us something. So these wicked, awful narcissists are meant to be lessons in our lives. I believe they help us to be ultimately better people because they're a great example of everything we don't want to be. So, my topic is about holding on to hope, having faith that these people are going to turn around, do a full 180, and surprise us, I guess. So, here's the place that I got to that I think is extremely healthy for all of us to get to. When you know you're dealing with a narcissist in your life, be it a partner, a friend, a parent, whatever, a boss, we just have to accept the fact, sorry, I'm adjusting. I'm sitting in the wheelchair, sorry. Anyway, I feel like we have to accept the fact that these people are disordered, they're narcissists. It is a personality disorder for a reason, because it's a pervasive pattern of essentially unchangeable characteristics that result in problems in their lives, pervasive patterns that impact their families, their work, their interpersonal relationships. Narcissists are truly disordered, and it's not something that we can help. It's not anything that a good person can positive wash over. Our goodness will not infiltrate their cold black hearts. And I say this coming from different perspectives. In terms of my parents, my mother, I don't, quotes around it all, but her being the primary narcissist in my life, I always hung on to hope. I always believed, like, if I do this or that or communicate better, or maybe she just doesn't know how much I love her, or I'm not communicating well, or something. It was always my fault, right? Because we're always made to believe that we are the disordered ones, that we're the ones with the problem, because in terms of self-reflection and self-awareness, narcs will never, ever, ever do that. That is part of their nature. It's a narcissistic characteristic. They will never better themselves. They will never seek to improve upon how they treat others, or even how they perceive them. All of their garbage, all of their issues, their fragile egos, it's nothing that they are willing to confront or address or work on. So instead, they project onto everyone around them, the victims, such as us. And typically, the victims are genuinely good-hearted, well-meaning people. Most likely, we are empaths. Empathic people are more likely to become codependent inadvertently, because we seek to essentially people please. We ultimately have the desire to see other people being happy, because we are grossly impacted by the moods of other people around us. So when a narcissist hooks up with an empath, they will just drain you to the core as much as they possibly can. So, as a good-natured person, a kind and decent human being, you work under the assumption that other people, possess the same decency and kindness. And that's wrong. I feel like this is our primary lesson. I always felt that everyone has goodness inside of them. I have come to a screeching halt with that type of perception on life, on people, and it's sad. It's not anything that anyone wants to reevaluate or adapt. It's nice to have an optimistic view on humanity and other people, but narcissists are truly the exception. Sociopaths, other personality disorders as well, antisocial personality disorders, they're all in cluster B, but these people have no consciences. They don't have the capacity to care for other human beings. They don't have the capacity to be remorseful for their actions. So I think that's something we hang on to in narcissistic relationships, be it with your parents or a partner. We hang on to the hope that these people are going to see the error of their ways, that we are going to somehow rehabilitate them. We will be the source of change in their lives. We're going to upright their ship. And I did that for years with the narc ex. We actually got engaged, which was just the beginning of the end. It was a disaster. I did just recently put out a video about it, but I'm so ashamed of the way that I changed. I changed so much because of this jerk, because I became codependent essentially, and I was always jumping through hoops trying to get him to pay attention to me, to love me, to be a good partner. All of the things that I was trying to elicit from him, and narcissists are just not capable of it. They do not have the ability to truly, genuinely, authentically love. So do not beat yourself up. It is not your problem to fix. It is their problem. And I'm almost 40 years old, and I just went no contact with the toxic duo. It's one of the best decisions I've ever made. I have no regrets. I give none fucks. I'm sorry, I try not to curse. But anyway, I don't care. It's amazing. I'm so grateful. I'm so happy about going no contact. It's the best gift I've given myself and my family, and I'm actually, for the first time in my life, able to pay attention to my needs, what I need, what I want, as opposed to trying to, make the toxic duo happy, make them proud of me. When you grow up as a child of a narcissistic parent, you will never please them, you will never make them happy, they will never be proud of you. All they seek to do is to push you down in an effort to elevate themselves. I use this quote all the time. I have it right here. Some people try to be tall by cutting off the heads of others. Paramahansa Yogananda. It's so true, and it's applicable even to children of narcissists. These people are so malicious and ill-willed that they'll even extend their malicious behavior to their children. It's so sad. I find it profoundly sad. But if you're watching this, you've been a victim, and do not ever, ever, ever blame yourself. There is no shame in being a good, genuine, decent, kind person. But holding on to hope is something that I think sets us up for disappointment time and time again with these narcissists. Holding on to hope is what enables these creeps to hurt us for as long as they do. Because it's the one thing. Oh my God. Sorry, that's my nose. Stop it! It's the one thing that keeps us going, basically. It's we know that we can rely on ourselves, and we try to extend this faith into these people that don't deserve it. Some people just don't deserve the benefit of the doubt. So, all right, you guys, we're bummed and we're bruised. More than anything, we are blessed because we have this insight and appreciation for true, authentic relationships and good people that has only deepened throughout this narcissistic abuse. Please like, please subscribe. That would be awesome. I truly appreciate it. I love every one of you. Drop me a comment if you want to add to this. And I hope I provided you with a meaningful content. I can't even talk. Meaningful content and validation, if nothing else. All right, you guys, I'll be back soon. Love you all. Bye.